As I reflect on my life as Static Shock, it's been a whirlwind journey from an ordinary teenager to a young hero trying to make sense of an extraordinary world. My name is Virgil Hawkins, and like any kid, I had my fair share of troubles. I was a high school student just trying to get by, dealing with friends, family, and the normal chaos of growing up. But everything changed the day I gained my powers that I didn't ask for these abilities. In fact, the incident that gave me my powers, the Big Bang, was something that turned my whole life upside down. It was meant to be just another night in the wrong place at the wrong time, but instead I was caught in a gang fight, exposed to toxic chemicals, and struck by an electrical surge. In an instant, I was transformed. I suddenly had control over electricity, and I could manipulate it, generate it, and use it to defend myself and others. At first, I didn't know what to do with these powers. They were a part of me now, but they were also dangerous. I had to learn control, figure out how to use my new abilities without hurting anyone, and try to keep my identity a secret from my family and friends. Being a teenager already comes with enough challenges, but being a superhero added an entirely new layer of pressure. The weight of responsibility was heavy, and sometimes it felt like I was juggling the lives of everyone around me while trying to figure out who I was and what I was supposed to do with my powers. But I also realized that being Static Shock wasn't just about the powers. It was about making a difference, standing up for people who couldn't stand up for themselves, and fighting for justice. I wasn't like the traditional superheroes. I wasn't an adult with years of training and experience. I was just a kid with a moral compass, trying to navigate a world full of danger, corruption, and injustice. And even though I was still learning and growing, I understood that my powers gave me an opportunity to be something more than just Virgil Hawkins from the projects. They gave me a chance to be a hero. There were a lot of moments where I questioned myself, where I wondered if I was doing the right thing. Every hero faces doubts, and for me, that doubt often came from the pressure of being young and inexperienced. I made mistakes, I stumbled, and there were times when I felt completely out of my depth. But I always got back up. I was fueled by my desire to protect the people I loved and to fight for a better world. I wanted to be a force for good in a city where bad things seemed to happen every day. And in the end, I learned that it wasn't about being perfect or always having the right answer. It was about trying, about doing my best, and about never backing down from what was right. Along the way, I met other heroes. Some were friends, some were allies, and others were enemies. The rogues I faced, like Eben, Shiv, and the dreaded Hot Streak, forced me to grow and adapt. Each battle, each encounter taught me something valuable. I learned to trust myself, to rely on my friends like Richie and my family, and to know that I didn't have to face this world alone. The importance of those bonds, of teamwork and friendship, became just as central to my journey as my powers. There were also moments when I struggled with balancing my double life, being a superhero and trying to be a regular teen. School, dating, family life, everything still mattered, and I had to juggle all of it. But the more I grew, the more I understood that I didn't have to hide one side of me to embrace the other. I could be both Virgil Hawkins and Static Shock, and that was my strength. The person I was outside of my powers was just as important as the hero I became when I put on my suit. Looking back, my life as Static Shock has been a testament to the power of resilience, the importance of doing what's right, and the understanding that even when you feel like you don't have all the answers, you can still make a difference. I may not have started out as a seasoned hero, but with each step, I've grown, and I've learned that being a hero isn't about the powers you have. It's about what you choose to do with them. I continue to fight for justice. Whether it's dealing with supervillains, corrupt politicians, or everyday struggles, I've learned that the journey isn't just about saving the world. It's about learning to navigate life's complexities, staying true to who you are, and always striving to make things better for those around you. After all, being Static Shock means never giving up, no matter the odds, and always pushing forward for the greater good.